Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. We got another day, what I'd say to play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. What does that mean? Today, it's Friday the 13th. Actually, it can be a very lucky day if you want it to be, but it's going to be up to you. Rumor is it Jesus Christ died on Friday the 13th. Rumor is it the leprechauns found the gold. So today, being Friday the 13th, what are you going to do to make it the best day you can have? The best day you can have right now. What do you think? Let's see if we can make this the best day we've ever had in a long, long time. It's not easy. Fighting through the pain, oh my goodness. Not last night, the night before they robbed our place. Terrible. They threw this big rock through the window. We think we know who it is. I wish I was here. The old days, I just take care of it, but that's just me. The difference is some coward threw a rock through my window. We think we know who it is. So the reality is we're just going to go track it and go get the person and have some fun. Let the law take care of it. Bottom line is we lost about $20,000, $30,000 of camera equipment pieces. The inventory. What did we do yesterday? I called the insurance company and I left on hold once and it hung up another time. Man, is this amazing what happens when we're trying to do our best? Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. We get to play the game to win. So good morning, good morning, good morning to every one of you. I got a couple of problems today. I'll just tell you how it is for me. I rhyme all the time. Sorry to say, but I do. I have an IQ off the chart. Okay. I have total recall on most things. And what happens is I used to piss people off as a kid. Teachers didn't like me. But I've been studying the law in county since I was a little kid. See, the only way out of hell for me was knowledge. I'd hide at the library. That's what they said. I'd hide, Ray's hiding at the library. Ray's hiding at the library. That's what it is. So as we do this process, let's understand something. Okay. Today, your first goal for you is writing down today's date. All right. It is what? March 13th, Friday the 13th, 2026. Now let's focus on something today. If you tap the live, all right, share, and make sure to subscribe as well. We can have some more fun. Now, tomorrow morning, all right, all through the Saturday day, I have 6 classes for every one of you. Good morning, brother. Good morning back to you, too. 6 classes. All right. Pleasure to be here. Hey, I'm thankful every day. Pleasure to be here, too. But again, yesterday, the night before, can you imagine Wednesday night, someone threw this big rock through our window? We just got back doing an event for a kid's school, 7th and 8th graders. We worked all day and we helped people, and the kids gave out over 100 plus books for free, mouse pads, all kinds of stuff. Come back, right? Put things away. What do? They take a big rock through our window. Kind of sucks. Talking to the insurance company, finding a hold of them. First, I got put on hold, then I got hung up, then I called again. You see, the reality is they want your money, then everyone will pay off. So the difference is it'll take us probably about 4 weeks to 6 weeks to get the money back. Now we have to spend money now. About $20,000, $30,000 to get the new cameras. We just bought one of the cameras about 5 weeks ago. See, this TikTok thing for me is very new. All right, for the last 16 weeks. I have over 60,000 followers in the first 16 weeks. I hope I'm doing okay compared to anyone else, but that's just what I'm trying to do. Now, I write checks for millions and millions of dollars, literally, for 50 years. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. What does that mean? I built $60 million of credit, 60 billion, going to come to the B. All right, for credit for my clients and myself for the last 50 years. See, I made a promise when I was 7. I'm going to keep my promise. I'm online. Literally, let's just watch this what happens. 6 days a week. In person or online for 50 years. All right, 6 days a week helping people. See, I was lucky. Even though I was using abuse as a kid, eating out of a trash can and being homeless many times, which sucked, I learned very fast. You see, in 1976, I'm the guy that put together Winning the Game of Business. I got my first $1 million check when I was 15 years old in the bank account. I designed a patent. I had filed the half $1 million check and give me a fee forever the rest of my life. Okay, sounds good. So I probably wouldn't have sold it back then and let them license it because now it's basically over about $100 billion business. They made a lot of money. So I have a lot of patents too. So I like to create things. That's just me. So I created this basically in 1976. 1976, got $1 million in the bank, all right, through the corporate structure. I'm driving a Lamborghini Quintosh to Orange Coast College part time. I got tested out at T. Wicker Junior High. Okay, we love Mr. Dr. Reynolds. Okay, thank you. Oh, I love you back. I'm just trying to help people. I'm going to give you rules and tools today, and I can change your life if you want to. So when I wrote that in 76, by the way, I was 16 years old. 16. I was that kid that pissed off the teachers all the time because they wrote it and they said it wrong. They didn't like me. What am I going to do? So let's understand today what you get to do for yourself. Let's focus on you. Let's focus on today's date. If I had a tab and a pen in front of me, like you should have now, I'd write down today's date. All right, March 13th. All right, Friday the 13th, 2026. It's a lucky day. What do we got? Let's see. What will we do first? I think about myself. Okay, am I married? Yeah. Do I have kids? Yeah. Do I have a house? Do I have a car? Do I have anything worth value to keep? Then I think about how do I protect it? Irrevocable trust. Write down irrevocable trust. You see, for me, I studied Rich and Famous as a kid. My hero was John D. Rockefeller. 1934, irrevocable trust. See, rich and famous people do not do what you do. You set yourself up in your family for probate. And the bottom line is your family did that for you too. So the bottom line is protect the assets first. But again, for me, it's simple. It's going to be God first, family, husband, wife. I became one with my wife 21 years ago, then money. See, money's not a problem. The problem is you. This is a $50,000 card. Okay, here's a 10. What's the difference? Well, utilization. If I screw this up, I jack it up, I get stuck like you. Most of you have utilization problems. Your credit score might suck. It might be good. It might be bad. Whatever it's going to be. Your personal credit use is foundation as a CFO. Good morning, ECAS. How you doing? Now, if I miss your name or less, bottom line for me, this is my 16th week on TikToks and social media. 60 some odd thousand followers, that's pretty good, I think. But again, just writing checks for years and years for radio and TV, millions and millions of dollar checks. See, when I'm on Sirius, I'm nationwide. Fun stuff. So I want to think about something today. If I was to think with you and sit down with you right now, sit down with you. I'd basically, again, have my credit cards in front of me. I'd have my spouse with me too. I think about the assets, have a list of assets I have, what I want to protect. Then I write down Puppet Master. I write down Puppet Master. I created that 45 years ago. See, I don't own anything, but I control millions and billions. Why would I want to own something? They always want to take it away. So the problem, we have to dissect you a little bit. First of all, our credit cards have to be at 29%. Write down 29%. Okay. All right. I love the stock of puppets. Okay. Well, the reality is Puppet Master means you're going to control these things. That's the goal should be. Let's control, not own. Let's control everything and own nothing while we controlling it all. Again, how do we protect our house? See, the only way to protect a house, irrevocable trust. So again, it's not even us again. See, these pieces are how we structure things. So if I have a $50,000 credit card, I can use it for 29%. If I have a 10, same thing. See, the problem you have to realize is I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I help set up TRW. Now I'm just a consultant. So they set it up themselves. I'm the consultant for TRW in Ken Yarbrough, late 70s. I came up with the oldest card. Then I came up with fluctuation rules, 29%. So let's write down 29%. All right, they say below 30, they screwed that up. Credit Karma during pandemic said 42%. They couldn't get it right. I was getting ready to sue them again. But they've been indicted 6 times, and I think they're crap. All right, they have no phone number to help you. And they only have 2 bureaus anyway. It's like dealing with Kmart. Sorry, they're out of business too. So if we look at credit, first of all, here's family. Again, husband, wife, dog, cat, fish, whatever you got. And we look at God. God first, okay, family, husband and wife, one, and money. So guess what? Today, if you share the live and you subscribe all the things we're talking about, tomorrow you can spend the day with Ray. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. Built 60 billion for my clients and myself in the last 50 years. Now I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I sell more corporations than anybody on planet Earth than anybody, times 10. So if you want to listen and learn, you need a corporation today, it's in the link tree. It's free. Pay your filing fee to the state, everything else is free. Free. So understand something. I want to help you as much as I can for free. Is that okay? But I know you listen to circus clowns out there. Don't buy a house, sell me the water. Biggest clown out there. So what do? We learn to basically get back on track. So today, if you share the live, you'll get this book for free. It's in the link tree and you download it. It's free. If you don't, later on you can get it for 25 bucks in the open market. There you go. Free open market. All right. Again, just $25 if you get it later on. I've written 67 books so far. Is that good? So you can get this in the link tree if you want to. It's $1,000 to talk to you for 90 minutes. Well, I'm usually 5,000 an hour. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm 50,000 a day. All right, Disney, Toll Brothers, okay, Mattel, IBM, Boeing, Apple—they've all paid me these fees. Today I'm free, so you don't have to give me $1,000. Why don't you just listen, learn, and turn these up, okay? And why don't you spend the day with Ray tomorrow? It's up to you. It's up to you again. So what do? I like to help you. If you buy one of my books or get it for free, I'm going to read it to you. See all that crap out there in the circus clowns? What they do is they want to sell you books. Here's $6,000 of crap in a box. They don't read it to you. If you want crap in a box, keep buying that crap. It's in a box. So we download the book for free. It's going to give you the rules and tools you needed a long time ago about utilization and credit. It's free for the kids, high school and college. It's free to you today in the link tree if you want it too. So again, free, free, free. Is that okay? But it's up to you. I'd like to have you take it and put in your email and send it to the world for free. Free. Can you imagine? I want to change the world. I'm keeping a promise I made to Jesus Christ, our Savior, my Savior, when I was 7 years old. Now, this is going to help you with your personal credit. Personal credit. Good morning, Jay. How you doing today? We have Godzilla, something, and everybody else. I can't read them all. They go pretty fast. So sorry. I want to say good morning to all of you at one time. Okay. I sent 100 comments. Sorry, to your life. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're helping me get to that 100,000 followers. Maybe I can do that by the 20th week. This is 16 weeks so far. Now, this book is $50 in the open market. It's called Winning the Game of what? Winning the Credit Game. See, when I set up the system, training Yarborough, late 70s and 80s, I wanted to counterbalance. So again, I wrote a book back then called Prove It or Remove It. So this is basically free for you if you get in the link tree. You can download it as well. If not, later on, you can pay 50 bucks. There's part of the Lamborghini collection. See, I used to have 21 cars in my collection, 21 cars, because I was bored. You'll find out I'm the guy that's not full of crap. And I'm trying to help you for free if you pay attention. So once again, we talk about family first. Again, yes, we're going to get into winning the game of business, what I set up in 1976. I got to my first million in the bank, all right, basically 1976, 1975. Then I got to billionaire status through corporate structure at 21. See, at 1976, I was 16. 16. So if you listen and learn, I can change your life. And if you think you know it all, good, then go away. If you want to listen to circus clowns, just listen to them. If you want the truth, I'll help you. So guess what? Every card you have in your personal wallet should be in front of you. You should have a sticky behind every card. And you never pay off every card every week or month because that's called dumb. If you do that, you'll never have a $50,000 venture card. You won't have cards at 50,000, 100,000 in a card by itself. I do. Would you like some? So the bottom line is listen to my words, listen to this, write it down every step of the way. Okay. We got Eric the actor. Fantastic. Okay. How's that going for you being an actor? Okay. All right. Wesley Snipes of clients. All right. Is that good? All right. Yeah, I can list 1,000 famous people that are clients. I help them repackage their lives and be what? A puppet master. Wow. Isn't that fun? So again, what do? Corporation structure, but getting there. If every card had a sticky, we could dummy proof this. We have to make sure this $10,000 card here in my hand, I can't use more than 29%. If I do, I'll be in the yellow or the red. So guess what? $2,900, this is okay. All right, that's okay to use it for that. It's in green. If it's 3,000, it's in the yellow. 5,000, it's in the red. Good morning, Mindy. How you doing? All right, she's one of our administrators. I love this stuff. So what happens is very simple today. Credit is our tool. What do we have to do? Let's write it down. I'd like you to write down a procedure. Would you do that for me, please? I'd like you to take all your utility bills, okay, and your credit cards and go paperless and automatic payment. When I wrote a program for TRW, became a Spirit in 96, it was called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. Can you write down Fast Pay, Quick Pay? If you make a payment weekly, extra payment weekly or biweekly, your score goes up, up, and away. If you put yourself in a rapid refresh, write down rapid refresh, rapid score. I created that 50 years ago too. I've been in the credit system for 50 years, helping people like you. Rapid rescore back then was because people in escrow had to rescore the system to get a better interest rate because their cards were jacked up. A rapid refresh today blocks crap, pushes scores up, up, and away. Why would you want that? Because your utilization sucks. What do? How do you pay it down? Every card you have that's past 29% needs today, increase the limit or pay it down, increase the limit, pay it down. That's what you need to do. Again, we might have to get credit to help you rebalance your debts. Now you're going to write down 888-567-8688. That's the phone number to opt out, all right, out of the national mailing list. So you don't have all these people selling you on the dark web, but it's up to you. See, I like to repackage your whole life if you allow me to, but again, you have to listen, learn, and pay attention. So if we're a CFO for our family, the next thing we look at is house. Like you said, inventory yourself. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Did you buy the house? Is it in husband and wife's name, which would be dumb because you're not dumb. See, it should be married person, own separate property to pay on the loan. If you screwed the house and you're both on the loan, you're both going to be having a probate problem. You're going to have a lawsuit problem and you have an IRS problem because they report it as a 1099-C when they have unclaimed income from the bank. So it should be husband and wife who wants to be the duck or sheep. It should be married person, own separate property. Before you get the keys, homestead, irrevocable trust. Now you get the keys. But I'm sorry, you didn't do it that way. That's called done. This is Jose. I saw him. He drives. He's driving the other day. Fantastic. So we understand something. Okay, as we play this game, conspiracy changing the world has all the boss man. Have a wonderful day. Okay, well, the bottom line is I want to talk about conspiracy theory. I have to talk about God, family, and money. See, you should be focused on your family. The world's crazy. Okay? We have to pray, Father, be with our military today. Keep them safe and their families. All right, we ask this in Jesus' name, amen. Short prayer. But what? We have to realize something. Okay? If we don't focus on our families for ourselves as we look at the world, the bottom line is we're going to go crazy. If we focus today, share the life, I'll help you get to millionaire status. I can guarantee it if you do what you're told to do. You see, right now, you should be having $100,000 a month income. So let's write it down. $100,000 of money income per month for the LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. All right, whatever you got, everybody would have is nonprofit or S Corporation too. So, hey, good morning, Black Ken folk. Okay, he's been a client for 35 years, family for 50. All right, let's focus back. We're a CFO for our family house. Again, irrevocable trust. If it's not there, do yourself a favor, set up an irrevocable trust in the link tree. You'll see basically Legal Shield to help you do that for a couple $100. It's simple, a couple $100. So again, what do? House, we have to protect it because it's an asset. Now, you're going to hear someone out there, don't buy house, sell me the water. Guy's a friggin' clown. So please don't listen to clowns. Your house payment is the only thing that can get you money back on your tax return. Now, I'd like you to write down SS5. Can you do that? SS5. It's in the link tree, by the way. All these forms are going to talk about Linktree, so you don't have to go search it anywhere. You can get it through me right away. We are measured by the SS5. The IRS has this, and we're on their file cabinet. We're in their file cabinet. SS5, we all have one. You've signed it, mommy signed it. It's in the link tree. It's right there. The SS5, all right, turns into the SSN. SSN, 1040 tax return. By the way, there's a sample of SSN and also the 1040 tax return in the link tree. I want you connecting dots, people. I want you connecting dots. So as we do this today, SS5, you get a paycheck. It's taxed before you get your money. Your paycheck is you get the leftover. See, the IRS gets their cut. You eat the leftover. And everything you touch is tax again. So write down SS5. It's in the link tree. Get a copy. Understand it. The SS5, IRS has one on their file cabinet of all of us. They have an SS5 to track us. We're bonded up to 35 million apiece. They bond us, by the way, with their property, if you don't realize that. That's how they do it on paper. So the SS5 equals SSM and the 1040 tax return. And then your tax, you get the leftover. Congratulations, you're a duck and a sheep. Now, what happens next? Okay. If you have a house payment, as you pay your house payment, that's how you get your money back in your tax return. You're recycling money. The only thing we have is write off was a house payment. Now we look at car. We're not to the corporation at car. The car is registered to you. You're the registered owner. Fantastic. You bump a car, they sue you. Congratulations. They sue your spouse too. That's the problem with you. You're not planning the problem. None of you are planning the damn problem, but it happens. Peekaboo. So we have a car. It should be registered to a division. Write down division of a corporation. See, when they sue the registered owner, which is you today, they sue your spouse. Now you're in a lawsuit, and your life is destroyed. Congratulations for not listening to me. Now I don't know why it took you so long to play with me. I've been online or in person for 50 years, not just on social media, because this is 16 weeks. It's new to this. I'm used to just writing big checks for millions of dollars. Radio and TV for 50 years. So again, SS5 equals SSN in 1040 tax return. It's in your link tree. Get a copy. Get a copy. Put yourself in check. Understand how this works, because everything else is a bunch of hooey. Now, car should be division of corporation. Because when they sue you today, they sue your spouse. You're in a lawsuit and a deposition, and you got one of those bloodsucker attorneys on the freeway signs or the ones on TV gonna come get you. There you go. See, you didn't repackage yourself. You didn't plan the problem. You should have a long time ago. And if you listen to Dave Ramsey, he's been lying for 50 years. He's a liar. He finances everything. Understand? He lies. He bankrupted. He lies as well. That's how he owns that like $15 million building, those houses, all the pieces, because he kept lying to you and you bought into his crap. Well, that's up to you. Now that's car. Now I want you to write down the word and. Can you do this, husband and wives? Write down the word and. A-N-D, A-N-D. Okay. Now, when you see this word and, husband or, no, it says and wife. All right. I want you to do yourself a favor. I don't care what attorney says it on a contract. I don't give a damn. I'm not here to be an attorney. The moment you see the word and, you cross that sucker off. You put the word or. See, I'm going to pass away 50 years from now. Hopefully, I'll live that more long. But if my wife has to sign something and I'm gone, it says and, I'm a dummy. I set her up for probate. Do you realize that most probates are because of words? And you didn't basically protect an asset. You didn't plan the problem because we don't know when we're going to go. I got to die in 2009 in a coma. What happened? We took one of my yachts in the backyard out to watch the fireworks. Look at Huntington Harbor, people. I'll show you the UDOC. The yachts have my name on it as well. They're in the marketing tool. So you got to realize something. I'm not the guy full of crap. I'm the guy that's going to help you if you pay attention. So again, car, house, all the goodies. Hey, Ray, good morning. Good morning to you too. Fantastic as we play it. This is an attorney over here. Fantastic. I love attorneys. I've been training them for years too. Did you know I was a trainer for a lot of Russ Dalby's people, Dave Delgado and Carlton Sheets? I was a trainer of the trainers. Isn't that fun? Wow. So what do? We play the game to win. Okay. So car we protect. Word and. Husband and wife, what do? Irrevocable trust. You have to be a CFO. So your personal credit, let's understand something. Because you let it fluctuate, because you don't know what you're really doing, what are we going to do today? You're going to download this book for free and save yourself $25. Get it later today, it's $25. There you go. It's going to give you the rules and tools for your kids, all right? And their high school, college, and prom or yourself. Download it for yourself. Why don't you put it in your email, send it to everybody for free? Take the link and send it to everybody. Wee, free. Why not? See, the reality is if you buy a book and a box of crap, $6,000 box of crap in a box from Alex or even Grant, these circus clowns, or even Gary going, F your grandma. I don't believe that crap. These clowns have been out there so long, they're the only clowns that have been out there. Now you're going to get someone who tells the truth and hold your hand. We'll sing Kumbaya. This is basically $50 later today. If you want it for free, do it now. It's in the link tree. Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, I helped set up the system. All right, 80s, 70s, I said oldest card, fluctuation rule tool. So this will help you get your act together right here, okay? This one here will help you put your credit back on track. You see, credit repair is a fraud. So please don't use credit repair companies. They'll actually rip you off. what happens is very simple in the book. You see part of my car collection back then as well. I bought my first Lamborghini Countach at an auction. I was 14 and a half. What the heck did you do? See, there's your problem. There's so much BS out there, it's ridiculous. Now, the book that Ken Yarbrough and I wrote in 1987, as I'm training him in the 70s and 80s, was basically file segregation. He wanted to set new files for people. I didn't want to. File segregation right here. Okay? I found out that people would want to set this up to rip off their creditors. Why would we allow that to happen? No, I don't want to be part of that. Now, the back of our books back then, you see me, highest kick on planet Earth, only 13 feet, fastest kick too. One in the Lamborghinis, one in the mansions, one in the yachts. Hell, why not? See, I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years, showing real goodies. Real goodies. You go to one of my events, you'd see my Lamborghini and Ferrari up front, but they're not my cars. I don't own a car. I'm not dumb enough to register a car in my name because when they sue your spouse too, and they screw up everything you got. If you want to repackage yourself, okay? Invite billionaire to coast. What the hell would I want this phony billionaire part of my here? I created my first billion at 21 years old, real billion, through corporate structure. 2.6 billion in 26, 3.79 billion in 2009 before I died in coma. So your billionaire name means nothing because it's crap. See, why don't you start with millionaire first? Because then you can be basically billionaire. See, when you say things that are not true, it's crap. It's like everything else out there, blah, blah, blah today. So go back to ground zero, okay? Let's focus on million versus billion because there's so much hooey out there, it's ridiculous. But it's up to you. If you want, okay, all right, winning the game of business, 1976. In 1985, I created division process. So I created this in 1976, okay? All right, these books went out there and updated it all the time. All right, and what it says is Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, hey you. And well, it's called Repackage in America. But the reality is I wanted to change the world. I did get an award for being the second largest advertiser in California. But then they had so many boxes. So I realized one thing, I better put my name on everything I do because why? They won't believe it's me. Or got big boxes. So Repackage America was a wrong bad name, but it worked, okay? For packaging you. So this is 1976 and changing rules and tools. 85, 86, division process. So we could play the game to win if you want to. I'd like you to take a picture, okay, with your cell phone right now. Please take a picture of this. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Take a picture. You see, here's your future. You don't even know it's your future, but it is. So again, what did we do? The rules and tools we said earlier today. Now, I would think you take your LLC today, and I'd say have 19, all right, different division processes, maybe 9 and 18. Understand something? Let's do this. Now, 3 days ago, they announced on the Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It's right here. I want you to write it down. If you have a Wyoming corporation, you don't live in Wyoming, be careful. They're now saying they're going to put people in prison for 5 years and make them pay $1 million fine. It's public record. All right, you might go to prison because you have Wyoming, you're not in Wyoming. So do your homework, please. It's very simple as we play the game. Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Get a copy. Okay, we'll be putting out a link for you today too. It's FINCEN. Write it down, please. The FINCEN News of 2026. Their whole focus is if you're in California or Texas or Utah and you have another corporation out of state, they want to know why. They're going to audit you. They're going to come get you. They're going to knock on your door. What's going to happen? They might indict you. They might fine you $250,000 or $1 million, put you in prison. It's all over the internet. See, Wyoming, you listen to circus guys, you need 5 LLCs. No, it's not the BOI, okay? The BOI is actually if you're a foreign corporation coming in here to the United States. They did try to get everybody else to do this about 2 years ago for everybody to disclaim for LLCs. You see, the problem, people try to hide assets. I got an LLC. Bunch of crap. The LLC was created because it was a sole proprietor. So the sole proprietor, you, become an LLC, limited company, and also is classified as corporation in some books as well. Supreme Court. Now, I'm not here to be safe an attorney. I'm just going to give you awareness. Simple. If you have New Mexico, you got Wyoming, you know, out there, they're going to get you. Line it up. You're going to jail. Line it up. You're going to pay a fine. You just ruined your life because you listen to a bunch of ding dongs. No, like ding dongs. All right. See, the reality is this: they want you to incorporate your own state. Until you're in the profit zone, why would you waste money anyway? See, corporations aren't taxed until they're profitable. Corporations allowed under the SS4 to receive money. The SS4. The SS4. Setting SS4. And the top of an SS4, that's tax ID, EIN, or whatever, they have 4 names for every form. They confuse everybody on purpose. It's an EIN. It's a tax ID. It's an SS4. Which is it today? That's what it is. By the way, it's in the link tree. I want you to have every information in front of you so you can make an intelligent decision and quit screwing up. Sorry. I think all of you do it the wrong way. House, car, assets, what are you trying to do? Structures, finance, and dream. I just tell you how to get to domain or status. Is that all right? I did that when I was 15 years old. Sold a patent, got a fee all the rest of my life. Isn't this fun? So what do we do? Okay. So you should incorporate in your own state first because you haven't got to the profit zone. But I got Wyoming, got Nevada, I got Delaware. Goody. Do you realize the reason Delaware changed the rules in 1995? Everybody went to Wyoming, Nevada, Delaware, all right, to Nevada. They were doing a real corporation. They had a real business. So before you jump the gun and go, I want Nevada, Wyoming, stop. In your state, all right, corporations, you pay a filing fee, and they're all free in the link tree. Say some of you pay thousands of dollars from an attorney who's practicing law hasn't got it right yet. Sorry, they're practicing law haven't got it right yet, and you sucked into it. You didn't learn diddly squat. It cost you thousands of bucks. It's in the link tree. It's free. Free. Articles are free to everybody. It always has been with me. 50 years helping people for structure for free. Free. So again, I want you to take a picture of the mouse pad. I want this to be your future. Peekaboo. Here's your future. Knock off your crap. Focus on you, God, family, and money. Focus on putting your CFO as family together. Do it right my way. Your way sucks. Sorry, it's just the truth. And then we're going to be the LLC for the LLC. We're going to CFO. Now let's think. I got an LLC. 9 types. What kind you have? Okay, they're simple. Okay, what kind you have? I got an LLP. I got a C corp. I got an S corp. I got a nonprofit. I got a PC. So here's the 6 categories. 6 categories. All right, from there. Here's basically C suite. Okay, LLC or C corp. Bottom line, are you doing business yet? I'm going to personally say C corp in the beginning. Why? Because I can throw the sucker away and walk away. An LLC, I'm this basically the general what? I'm in charge of the what? Certificate of ownerships. It says certificate of ownership. You're the managing partner. All right, you have an S corp. Fantastic. Keep your S. Keep your S. Now watch. Come on, let's break it down. In an LLC, the biggest thing the circus clowns talk about, oh, you got to pay 15.3% of tax, unemployment tax. You haven't made any damn money yet. Who cares about that? Who gives a crap about that yet? But let's say you pull the draw. Do not add your kids to your corporation. That's just called dumb. My son's here half the time. He's schooled at home. He's schooled at school. And he's here. He's a little genius as well. But he's the vice president of the company since he was 5. But again, what happens? So listen carefully. LLC starts to make money. Please convert it to S. Convert it to S. In my opinion, whatever it is, my opinion. Does it have a age to get funding? Again, you got to understand funding. All right, is it line of credit, no line of credit, or is it credit cards? Let's break that down for you both ways, okay? Now, the LLC, in my opinion, should convert to S when it makes money. Then they're going to say you need a reasonable, all right, compensation. What time is good to basically call your office? Well, let's see what time it is right now. We have 3:52. 3:52 in the morning, okay? See, I'm the guy that's not full of crap. By the way, the Rolexes match the shirt every friggin' day. And then matches the car I drive. Got it so far? I got everything I want. I don't have any BS to give you. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years. Well, what do I want? I'm keeping my promise I made when I was subbing to Jesus Christ. Simple. I'm in PA. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Remember, time zone. Very important. Time zone. How did the GoFundMe go yet? I don't know. I've never done one before. I don't know. I don't know. Chris and basically Brandy's in charge. I don't know. Sorry. I've never done a GoFundMe ever. All right. The rallies insurance is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I called, they hung up on one time and they called back and I was on hold. It's like it's going to take months and months or what to get the money. We lost about $60,000 of equipment. They robbed our, as someone knows, they threw a big rock. There's a GoFundMe out there. We're trying to be able to replace it because insurance is taking forever. Now, here's the dumb thing. Some say, well, just write it, use it, write a check, right? Use a credit card, right? Da, 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 da. Here's the problem. Here's your problem. I don't break the rules. You do. You steal from Peter to pay Paul, make Mary happy. In our bylaws and all the organizations, we're not allowed to take money from one corp to another corp. Okay? You have to stand on your own 2 feet. So we have to, all right, find a solution to replace the cameras were stolen. Insurance, GoFundMe, something. I never did a GoFundMe. Brandy said we should do this, get the dollars. See, one of our employees, his name is Ryan. He's great for editing. He's a movie guy, everything else. We brought him in about 5-6 weeks ago. One of the cameras was his. So we feel pretty bad. He lost his camera too. So I don't know until they show up because I don't know how to check it. I don't know how to do GoFundMe. Hey, I'm learning based on social media. I'm old school, new school, and future school. Law and accounting, of course. This is 16 weeks on TikTok and social media. I have over 61,000 followers. How am I doing so far? I'm just doing my best. Let God do the rest. See, if you tell the truth, it'll set you free. I will be the most consistent person in your life for the rest of your life. And why did you take so long to get your butt here in the first place? Don't understand that. So the LLC converted to S corp, please. They will say you must have a reasonable compensation. Your paycheck. You're going to basically today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to help you design your blueprint. I'm going to give you a sample. That means you're going to get a paycheck from the S corp, paycheck. But then your house payment is going to give you back your money anyway. You're going to recycle money to a house payment because the first 24 years of a house payment, it's interest. We're going to play this game. Now, the C Corp, it does money, it converts to S2. S, S, S. So understand, the S Corporation, the IRS is what it is an elected S Corp. Your LLC, C Corp, to S. It has one tax return with you, the corporation. You could be great bookkeeper or lousy bookkeeper. This will keep you out of trouble. The bottom line is it doesn't pay tax usually till it's at the $3 to $5 million. Is that okay? Now we add more strategy. We don't pick Wyoming. I feel bad for the people that wasted so many thousands of dollars to Wyoming, Nevada, whatever, and you live in Texas or Utah, or maybe live in Arizona or Alaska. It's weird. The Department of Treasury Financial Crime Enforcement Network. It's right there. They're gonna come get you. The fine can be up to 250,000 to 5 million, and you go to prison. Wow! Congratulations. I hear they give bologna sandwiches there. You like bologna? All right, maybe full of bologna. I don't know. They're going after Mexico. New Mexico. Wow. They're going after Wyoming. What a joke. But again, you'll see this in the link tree later today, too. I want you to protect your assets and your family, but it's up to you. Now, let's pretend, all right, you're going to do everything I want you to do. 3 o'clock today, write down Pacific Standard Time. It is 3:56 in the morning, 3:56, no problem right here. All right, I want you to be online with me for an hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. Wow. I want your tablet and pen in front of you. I want your credit cards in front of you because we're going to put stickies. We're going to dummy proof this. Then you can have a tablet of stickies. Have your spouse and all your friends and family watch too. Why not? If they get involved in anything that I have to offer for you, you get 10% back to yourself. Would you like to make 500 or 1,000 bucks today? Who wants 500 bucks? Who wants 1,000? All you have to do is help me, I'll help you. There you go. We get to play the game and win. Okay, now let's watch. I said these cards don't they fluctuate, sticky time. Now remember, what are we going to do? These cards do not fluctuate. I'm going to tell you to get a gold and platinum card. I can get that for you if you want me to do it for you, but you have a 649. Now, these cards are a pain in the ass. If you watch somebody doing, he thinks he's a coach, and he shows this one for $950,000, it's crap. Why? A, they took it away 3 years ago. Next thing is, they will not let you use it for $950,000. Here's what American Express does to everybody. Everybody, look online. If you use more than 25,000 on this card, all right, they put you in a financial review. They shrink your limit any time you basically bring down your score. If you go for 100,000, you're okay. But anything past that, forget it. They want to see your tax returns. They want to see your bank statements. So again, be careful with these cards. They're great cards because they don't fluctuate. I have a bad day. I lost my job. I jacked up the wrong damn card like you did. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't jack up the wrong card, get stuck, can't get any more. So this, I want you to focus on this. Every card, this is a 10,000, 29%. If I use it for 30, I'm yellow and green and yellow. No. All right. 29% is green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Ay, 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 ay. This is a 50. If you pay off your cards every month or whatever, blah, 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 you're going to find out yourself is very simple. You'll never get a $50,000 vintage card in your life. It's not possible. There you go. See, there's a lot of circus clowns teaching crap wrong all the time. I will call in around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Fantastic. They'll be here. Now, please listen. Things don't fluctuate. I would like to personally make sure you have 100,000 of personal credit. The people are going, Dave Ramsey will keep you broke the rest of life because he lies. He lies. He's been lying his whole life. He's full of crap. He finances almost everything. He's a liar, in my opinion. I can prove it. I did title search on everything he's got. I can prove he's lied since he filed his first bankruptcy. He's full of crap. Now, this would give you $100,000 of credit. They would give you 71,000 of safety. The day you lose your job, it's well, what do I do? Why don't we have safety credit, literally, for up to, okay? See, all right, what do I get? I get 10 minutes. I'm restricted to whatever. I didn't say anything wrong. See what happens? Gary Fee says F your grandma, and I say nothing besides doing my job, helping you, and I get this. You're punished for 10 minutes and you won't share. All right, blah, blah, I won't broadcast. What? I don't know crap. I don't get it. But again, have a great day. Have a great day for you too. So they don't fluctuate. What is it? So if I have a bad day, all right, and what do I do? Lost my job. What am I going to do? Jack up the wrong card? No, I'm going to jack up these cards. Okay. So I want you to focus on you, never bringing the pain home again. Can you write down? Never bring the pain home. Stop bringing the pain home. I'm the right for all that too. I've been teaching that for 50 years. Okay. Let's pretend today you're going to do what I want you to do. You take your LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. We get you these cards, or you get them yourself. Now, they don't fluctuate. So that doesn't really matter on the corporation as much. Corporations, their credit, again, doesn't show up on personal file. Unless it's the Capital and Spark cards, the only one does. So again, sometimes I want it for both the corp and you. It helps build a score. Now, these don't fluctuate. They're $100,000 each. Okay, that's nice. $100,000 each. Fantastic. Now, that's the LLC, C Corp, that's the parent company. What if we got Chase Ink cards? They have 6 of these. 6. Every ink card, there's no interest up to 22 months. I turn around so you take the number. Okay? So here's $350,000 for the corporation. So if we wanted to be serious about it, your corporation or LLC, whatever you have today, in division process, does not have credit reports. In 1987, I established the dashboard that allowed EIN, TIN, or SSN and SS4 for an application for credit. So I'm the one who got created that in the first place. Isn't that fun? It's fun. So here, this is literally $350,000 of credit for the corporation. What would you do with $350,000? I'm sorry, I think most of you have wasted money in your life and you kind of pissed it away. You pissed away $25,000, what did you do? What happened? Simple. Here's $350,000. I do not want to spend the money. I want to daisy chain it to the division. Write down daisy chaining. Every division will have the $350,000. All right, we're going to have 9 divisions across the board, 9. Each division can finance something. That means you'll need 9 more divisions, 18 in the beginning. 18 divisions builds an income up to $100,000 a month. If you want to do that, it's very simple, but it's going to be up to you. Now, there are 8 other cards that I like besides these, okay? So let's understand. If we have 3 divisions, we would take these 3 cards right here, 3 cards. There's 300,000, up to 3,000, 100,000 each. So I can move them around. Sorry, when I was a kid, all my fingers got broke. They're all screwed up, okay? John shut down the window on my fingers and broke them all and laughed. He thought it was funny. So I got to use it because this kid kind of sucks. All right. Here's 300,000 in credit just on these cards. Not counting each card can be that. Thank you, Win Mindy. What happens? If I got $300,000 and each division creates 10,000 a month, there's 30,000. If I have three more divisions to make it six, I now have 600,000 and I create 60,000. If I have nine, I've just created 900,000 and I have 100,000 a month. See, you don't realize this. You could have designed your LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, whatever you got, foundation through the division process and just build a bunch of credit. Now, understand something. Credit line builds you the ability to get something in an escrow. Escrow. So let's write down escrow. That's the goal to understand escrow today. I want you to focus about escrows because your biggest problem is going to be you or understanding I'm doing the right way, my opinion. But that's just my opinion. As we play this game to win. Where is it? Oh, it's probably over here. So let's understand. Let's pretend today you had a gold and platinum card for American Express. Take a picture of this. It might be backwards. You might have to look in the mirror, take another picture. But again, what do we do? This is basically very simple. American Express offers a $250,000 line of credit. They call it Blueprint Loan. I was told by 3 employees they named it after me because I have the blueprint of success, the Millionaires Founders Kit. So we create this. Every division could have a blueprint loan. Would that be okay? If I helped you build $10 million of credit, could you finance the dream? Let's start basically back down to earth. How about we get 25,000 or 50? If we did this the right way, it's very simple as we play this game. The goal is to play the game to win. Okay. So if I do it per division, I now built the financing. Now we'll write this down. Structure, all right, build streams. Structure, finance, and dream. Structure, finance, streams. So if I build structure, I get the financing, I can go get the dream, the American dream. Controlling everything, own nothing. Being a puppet master. I started the Puppet Master Club almost 50 years ago now. What do? Simple. What if you wanted that, all right, 250,000 line of credit? If you elect me as a CFO, write down CFO. I offer my clients in coaching another program called CFO, Ray Reynolds CFO. Now that gives me no control of your company. It allows me to share my pieces, references. For instance, we close an escrow for somebody. They spent 4,000 in a coaching program right here. They got 50,000. They put 25,000 in escrow, and the return every month is 34.20. You see, they own a piece of them forever. They're building legacy versus what you're doing. All right, I don't like what you do. Sorry, I think it sucks. So now they own a piece of something. Let's pretend you close in an escrow on you own 20% of a Wendy's restaurant, a laundromat, car wash. I don't want you to run the damn things. My clients are out there doing silly. Get a car right? No, I said buy the suckers, be the owner. You're the management company. Thank you for sharing all the friends. Okay, fantastic. Now, I have helped people literally as CFO for 50 years. Now, they see they need 100,000 in and out of the bank account per month to get that 250. They need 30 transactions if you don't have it. If you're one of my other programs, here's 215 for last month. There are 2 accounts for 61,000. So I help my clients with my petty cash accounts that allows to show $330,000 petty cash. Usually we kept up to $5 million in a petty cash account. So I help people connect dots they're missing. If you're missing some dots and connect the dots, let's connect the dots. We can help each other. What a concept. Amazing. Wouldn't that be good? So the goal for me is to help everybody get past goals. Tomorrow and today, let's talk about today. This is March 13th, Friday the 13th, a great day. From there, what do? 3 o'clock this afternoon. Share the live, share the live. Now, please, in the link tree, it's simple. You'll find your SS5, SSN, and 1040 tax return. You'll find an SS4 form, literally for your LLC, C Corp S nonprofit PC. You'll find it creates an 1120. It's a tax return as well. So as we connect our dots, we're going to listen and learn. Is that okay? You got one source for all the information you ever need. Why? Because I have recall in those things. I've been studying the law since I could walk. Now, tomorrow, that's 3 o'clock today. Share the live, share the live. I'll be online with you for an hour and a half today, giving you a demonstration, what's called a blueprint of your life. On the right to blueprint for success. Tomorrow, we have 6 classes. You want to play all day? Who wants to spend the day with Ray? Simple. Don't worry, it's all free. But one of the classes is a paid class. We're doing tax balancing tomorrow. If you're in coaching, you get the class for free. If you're not coaching, forget it. It's simple. I've written 67 books. All right, I'm working on this one now. All right, we're editing the last couple of weeks called Always Good. Thank you, Jesus. Simple. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Now, when I told you about your personal credit earlier, you should take a picture of this. This is how you get your 750 score. You don't need to hire some hooey semi coach about your personal credit. It's all a bunch of crap. Remember, paperless, automatic payment, utility bill, okay, credit cards, make extra payments bi-weekly or weekly. I wrote the program called Fast Pay, Quick Pay for TOW, became experience. We get to play the game. You do what I say today, guess what? If you want to go faster, it's called Rapid Score. Rapid Score, you get yourself in a rapid, pushes up. Green lights, get more cards, rebalance your debt. Then you call 888-567-8688. You have to have that national mailing list for 5 years at least. Because everyone's just letting you sell you information. You see, every time you do it, like buying a car, you allow them to sweat you for 5 hours because you didn't set the tone. They have this Isaac BS report, all car dealerships do, because most of them are crooks. They actually market cars 60%. So what happens? Very simple. You gave them permission to run your candidate. You didn't say this allows one inquiry. You signed the piece of paper. You ran my credit for one inquiry only. One inquiry. It's very simple. All right, not available or a screenshot. Okay, well, all right. Charlie just in the link tree. Download it. Simple. If you need help, call the office or basically you can do it from a computer. It's simple. But again, what do we do? For personal credit to be a CFO, you download the book that's normally $25 later today in the open market. It's in the link tree. It's free. Free. It'll help you and your family and your kids understand personal credit, and you quit jacking it up, screwing it up. Winning the credit game, I wrote that as well. When I set up the system training Yarborough in the 70s and 80s, I owe this card fluctuation. You're welcome. You also see in the book some of my Lamborghinis, part of the collection. 21 cars in a car collection, but they're not mine. But I got the keys. You see, I'm not dumb enough to own something. Sorry, you're not dumb. You're just falling dumb. So let's become puppet masters. Let's control everything, own nothing. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? Now watch, come on. So far, we structured. Let's go back in time. This is what you want today, but it's not even money. It hasn't been money since August in 71 when Nixon took the gold standard out. It's a Federal Reserve note. It's a legal tender. So what do? We're going to get the lines of credit. I like the 4 banks up to 150. If you do exactly what I've said so far, what's going to happen? We're going to take a 150 line of credit and we're going to basically put it in escrow. You are. I'll give you the broker's list and you play with that, no problem. If you want, I'll line it up for you. You can join one of my escrows. My problem I have in 1987, I have 16 escrows closing on a daily basis. I got it in hand. I went too fast. Yeah, help, please. I asked my clients, would you like to be a soldier? So I lined up some escrows to get some pieces. If I lined you up for your American Express and pieces and division process, and I got you the credit, would you finance a business? See, you drove by Wendy's the other day, didn't you? Why don't you own the damn thing? What's wrong with you? These don't work. Why don't you own the Wendy's restaurant you drove by, at least a piece of it? How about a Jack in the Box? How about storage? How about laundry car wash? How about apartment complex? See, if we use a line of credit, remember, write it down. Borrow money's not taxable. What is it again? Corporations don't pay tax until they make a profit. If I use corporate credit to finance the business, I can offset the taxes. Is that okay? Would that be okay? So what do? Let's pretend you're going to list 100%. Let's take 25,000 off of a line of credit. Do you want the B of A, the U.S. Bank, the Chase, or the Wells Fargo one? Which one? See, you take one of these, you write a check to escrow. You write the check. Escrow is going to close in 60 days. You don't pay a dime on these cards or this lines of credit until you actually use the money. What's going to happen is escrow is going to close. There's a management company. The management company has been trained to verify through escrow how you bought yourself that piece in escrow. They don't give you the money ever. No. The management company deducts the payment for the line of credit that got into escrow and they give you the leftover. $25,000 investment in an escrow is about $3,200 a month forever. Would that be okay? You're not rich. You're not rich. I don't want you to be rich. I want you to have your corporation or LLC, PEC Corp, escrow, whatever you got, whatever you want. I'll tell you what I think. Do what you want. It's up to you. I'm not here to be CPA attorney. That's up to $3,200 a month for ever, ever, ever. You're setting yourself up for what? Legacy time. Your family will take over when you're gone 50 years from now. Is that okay? 50 years from now. What if you did it 10 times? What if you took 100,000 off the 150 and you got 10,000 a month per division? See, when I just decided and I designed division process in 85, 86, every division has its own credit files. That's how I designed it. See, an LLC only has 3 bureaus, TRW, Spirit, it's the Spirit and Treasure Equifax now. But again, you don't even have those set up for you because you know what the hell you're doing anyway. You're playing amateur hour. Sorry, that's my opinion. I think you guys do things wrong and I don't like it. I think it sucks. I'd like to teach you how to get to millionaire status if that's okay. My way. So 18 divisions will create what? Now, I actually won the lawsuit against the bank. Would you like basically 18 lines of credit off one damn bank account? It's only B of A. Isn't that fun? Would you like that? So every division can have its own line of credit, 150 times what, 18? Well, what do? Well, if I get a division, I'm going to get credit to finance the dream. Structure, finance, dream. Structure, finance, dream. Okay. So the structure builds the finance, and I can finance the dream, and I don't have to take it from my family and hurt my family anymore. I don't have to be a duck and a sheep. See, you hurt your family all the time. You're the duck and sheep because you know what you're doing anyway. You got amateur hour. Sorry. I think you listen to circus clowns all the time. It sucks. So if you did it my way, you could probably change your life starting today. Would that be okay? Click the link in the link tree. Okay, today get an SS5 form. So you understand your SS5 connects your SSN and your 1040 tax return. It's in the link tree too. Why don't you put yourself together and quit screwing up? Is that okay? Oh, I dropped it. Ooh, where'd it go? All right, well, I got so many of them. I'll just pick it up in a minute. So what do? If I look at structure, finance, dream, structure builds finance in the dream. I can finance the American dream. Today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'd like you to spend an hour and a half with Ray. That's me, the Godfather credit. An hour and a half, have sticky tabs in front of you, your credit cards in a tab and a pen. Invite all your friends and family too. Why? I'm going to help you repackage your life. See, you won't find somebody like me on Planet or Thank You for the Rose. Sorry. No one's online 6 days a week, twice a day, Monday through Friday, and Saturday classes all day, besides me for 50 years. I made a promise to Jesus Christ if you let me walk again as a kid in a coma. I kept my promise. Tomorrow, you can spend the day with Ray. You can change your whole life. I'll teach you one more than anything, in one day, more you learn in your whole life in the first place. And we'll connect your dots for you. Unfortunately, you're so busy scrolling through the internet going blah, 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 you didn't take your picture. Here's your future. Your LLC has 18 divisions. You're a C Corp, you're S Corp, whatever it happens. Again, I want the LLC to be S, C to be S anyway, in my opinion. So here, we're going to buy an apartment complex, a dry cleaners, storage unit. How about a Wendy's? How about a gas station with a store? How about a laundromat? How about a McDonald's? How about a car wash? How about a KFC? See, these are run by management companies. It's a management company. The whole problem with you has always been you. So I don't like it. I don't like you being you because that sucks. All right, family, God, family, money. Repackage yourself right. Repackage the corporation, LLCs, C Corps, whatever you have, and division process. Divisions allow you to set up the line of defense, which you can do yourself for your family anyway. You should have. The line of defense. The line of defense. We have to fight through the pain, people. Wednesday night, someone threw a big rock through my office. They came and installed our brand new cameras. We just did a kid event at a junior high that day, helping, and we give kids over 100 bucks for free, helping them. We come back that night, someone throws a rock. We think we know who it is. I called the insurance company yesterday. I got cut off one time, and then basically I was on hold forever. Oh, we got to process the claim, take to 6 to 10 weeks. I need the cameras today. Brandy decides to do a GoFundMe page. So if you want to help Ray Reynolds today, or replace Ryan's camera and all these things, because most is going to be for him because that was his personal camera. He does movies and all kinds of stuff. So again, to help replace his equipment and our equipment, you can go to GoFundMe today. It's in the link tree. Give $5, give $10 if you want, but it's up to you. Then something go, why don't you use credit, Ray? Well, first of all, if I can have people help me, I can help them. Wouldn't that be the first solution? At the end of the day, I might have to use cards. I might have to use a lot of credit. But I won't take from one corp to another corp because that makes sense. It's breaking the policy and the rules and the articles of corporation and the bylaws. See, your problem, you steal from Peter to pay Paul and you make me happy or sad. Most people do it all the time. Sorry, I don't like it at all. So we play the right way, my way. Now, I'm going to walk through the office. Okay. Hopefully, I'll be able not to screw this up. What do we do? What happens? Very simple. Okay. I learned this yesterday. I got to teach myself. My team's supposed to teach me. So far, I'm doing okay. Am I doing okay? Let's see. Let's see what we do here. All right. Let's gonna flip camera. Okay. Did it work? No. 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 Oh, well, that didn't work. I'm learning, guys. Guess what? So this is very simple. What happens with me? I'm learning how to play the game. I push and flip camera. All right, it won't do it. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, what do we do? I'm gonna learn this one faster than fast, unfortunately. So you might not get to see the office and stuff. Let's try this one. Okay, effects. Oh, good. Maybe that's it. All right, no effects. Yeah. You don't need to see bank statements and crap. Okay, let's push this one. There you go. Wow. Hey, see, I'm up every day at 1:45 in the morning. What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to get rid of the bottom. Okay, there it is. Okay. So me, it's very simple. Okay. All right. Wow, your great presentation, graphics fixed finally. I don't know if it's finally. Hell, I'm just doing my best. What can I do besides the rest? So I don't know if it's finally, but guess what? Maybe it's forever. See, I didn't like the way that person said it, but that's okay. So again, 16 weeks. 16 weeks ago, I hired these people in my social media team. Probably about 90 days, maybe 4 months. So far in media, we got one person knows it all, going talk about hand, blah, blah, blah. How to get rid of her? That's ridiculous. And then the guy says he's here long term, learns goodies and leaves us. We got Ryan. We have a new gentleman yesterday, and we have Nick. Nick's been with us a couple of years now. It's pretty nice. Now, what happens is we're learning. I'm learning. Hey, I didn't know any idea about social media. I've been writing big checks for millions and millions of dollars for radio and TV for 50 years. Or even Black Kinfolk's my client for 35 years ago. Share the live, tap the screen, da 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 da. You play. So yesterday, like you said, Wednesday night, they threw this big rock in my office. So what happens? All right. This person knew exactly to go to the cameras, okay, take them off the tripod and steal our cameras, Ryan's and my cameras. We just bought the cameras. And that suck. So again, these buildings here have never been broken into. So I asked the question. We have security and everything else. See, they ripped off the camera off the wall. They didn't realize there's one in the other room because this person's going to get it this week. Okay. So again, what happens? So I'm going to light my candle because I like candles. That's just me. Okay. I do this every morning because it's fun. So I'll ask you a question. You have a question, and you watch me. I'll give you a tour of the office because it's fun. All right. Now, as we do this, we're going to have some fun as well. Now, here's the big rock right there. See that rock back there? They threw it through my glass. I'm keeping it as a souvenir. See, there's one thing about me, and I have this problem. The problem is, I use my childhood to piss me off to make sure I keep studying every friggin' day. All right, that pissed me off as a kid. Being homeless, being born in a taxi. My mommy put me in a trash can. It sucks. So we get to play the game to win. Is that okay? We play to win? The goal for all of us is learning how to play the game to win. So what do we do? Okay, as we turn this around, very simple. All right, let's see. Do I know how to do this one? No, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll screw that up. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, I'm not going to learn this good enough, huh? I am trying to do my best. Flip camera. There it is. Okay, here's our lobby. Okay. All right, that says Ray Reynolds. That's RR. That's been my trademark. And I've actually designed that years ago. I've had to sue 19 companies using my RR. I designed it over 30 years ago. There's my picture. I'm the founder. Wow. They threw a rock through my door. That sucks. Why would they do that? The building's never been broken into. Here's our reception area. This is where Valerie sits, all that stuff. Here's our business line. So we're real. Wow, we're a real company. Hey, isn't that fun? Now we're going to go into the next building. Okay. All right. This is the Ray Reynolds University in this building here. Okay. So what happens is as we go through the building, you can ask questions you want to. I have 2,162 pictures of rich and famous people. Now, this wall's not bigger for that. We have a president of the United States of America. Fishburne's mom, she's sweet. Fishburne, anyway, these are just clients. Okay. On Channel 5, we have Dana. She was at the event the other day with us too, to school. Okay. This is a client as well. She's on Channel 5. So I like helping rich and famous people. All right. So as we play this game to win, this is our, all right. Well, we basically turned it into a studio. Okay. So it's kind of sad. They stole our cameras. Trying to figure where they put the tripods. Yeah, I don't know where they put them. Maybe they put them up in the bag or something. I don't know. Oh, there they are. They're lonely. They're missing cameras. Well, guess what? The guy came in. There's a video on it for us in the link tree if you watch him. Okay. We know who it is pretty much, about 99%. And they're going to come get him today. Isn't that fun? Then I'm going to basically look him in the face and say, I wish it was old days. We can go up back. Let's talk for 5 minutes, but you're not allowed to do that nowadays. Oh, well. So guess what? I have to be nice. My wife says I'm nicer after the coma. Okay. I'm not basically, I used to be a hothead. I used to get pissed off pretty easy. See, the reality today, we're going to be on this board and we're going to have some fun. So there's the office, and I'll give you more tour of the office too. But let's play a little bit more. Let's see, which button did I push? I don't know. I'm just trying to play the game to win. Okay, let's flip the camera back to my cute face. Hey, my wife thinks it's cute. That's all that matters. As long as she thinks it's cute, that's all I have to do and understand that. Okay, what do we do? There it is. Hey, I'm just learning this stuff, guys. I'm sorry. You see, I've been helping people for 50 years, 6 days a week, twice a day, Monday through Friday, and six classes on Saturday. And where the blank have you been? It's your own damn fault. Your fault is you. Why? I don't understand. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold more corporations on the planet than anybody gave them away. And as you're now finally getting here, is it about time you learn to play? The board here at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Look at your clock, your watch, whatever. I have 4:25. 4:25. Got it so far? Okay. We played the game to win. All right. We're going to talk about again another $50,000 card and the 10. By the way, there's mine. You see, I will not pay off my credit cards every week or every month. That's called dumb. Because then you won't get a $50,000 credit card. These are my wife's cards. Why do I use hers? Because there's always some ding dong. You only have the cards. It's amazing how much turds you have to deal with. I get 2 or 3 a day, turds. Okay. These are her cards, 100,000 paid over time limit. Mirror Express is going to offer us 99 more cards. Would you like 99? I'd like to give 9. 9 makes sure you have one thing. That is $100,000 of credit. All right. And that's 100,000 per 9 divisions. That'll be over $1 million of credit just off one damn card. Then we're going to think about Chase because they don't have interest rates on their credit cards for 22 months. 350,000. We're going to teach you how to finance the business. Now, listen carefully. Your organization uses credit cards to buy Bitcoin, crypto, stock trading, gold, silver, whatever you want to buy. They don't use it for escrows. Escrows, you're going to use lines of credit from your banks. You're going to write a check to escrow. But again, it's going to be up to you. You can spend an hour and a half with me today, all right, literally at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Tap the live, share the live, help me help you. Now let's walk around some office more. We have Burnett, who's our county manager, and she overhelps people all the time. Sometimes I say, you're coaching too much. Stop it. I'm the coach, not you. But she want, let's help him. Yes, help him. Let him go to class. Get off his ass and go to class. So she helps line him up and she overhelps. See, in my office, the employees here have been trained one thing: make a friend, make a buck. In other words, let's help people first. Santos is our vice president. He has 35 years of experience in real estate and lines up escrows for people every day. Now, this is the vice president's chair as well. He's vice president of operation. This one's the vice president of the corporation. He's a junior puppet master. That's my son's desk. He's here part time between school, online, or in person. He skipped 3 grades so far. And they wanted him to skip more grades, and I won't let him do that. See, I didn't go to high school. It would waste my damn time. I tested out. I was at Owens Coast College part time at 14 and a half years old. Very simple. We play the game to win. We got to turn on the light. Let there be light. Let there be light. What do we do? Oh, yeah, I got the donuts for everybody. I already put them back here. Here's the call center. Brandy's our GM. She's our loudest one in the room. She's my pit bull. She's everywhere to keep an eye on everything. Is that okay? That's what she does. Now, when we go over to paralegal department, okay, we had someone complain last week. Well, Renette hasn't called me back. We've been praying for Renette for about 6 weeks. She's been in and out of the hospital. She won't be back till the 15th. So we said, why didn't you just call the main number, talk to push? It says push 0, get an operator. See, not every customer is good. Some customers are turds. Hey, I just tell you the truth. Okay. But again, it's like the rules. We have basically 2 rules in our program, 2 rules. Okay. Now, this is our genius, Daniel. He's an IT genius, IT engineer, and he used to work for Amazon, but they didn't appreciate his knowledge. We do. He's phenomenal. So, what do we do? All right, let's go back to the call center. On the wall, you're going to see something I put on all my call centers and all my companies for over 50 years. Make a friend, make a buck. See, you got to know the person first. You know, someone's going to sell you something. Well, let's not sell you something until we actually help you first. Let's answer some questions. See, I believe one thing. If you actually truly sell a good product and you help people and you're not full of crap, okay, you can change their lives. That's the goal, to change lives. So when you get one of my books, they're free, most of them, or a lot of them. If you buy one, either way, I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to explain it to you slowly. You don't buy $6,000 of a box of books that are crap from Alex or Grant, outdated crap. I don't get it. You're in charge of you. You always have been. God gave you the ability to listen and learn and change your life. It's up to you. I'm going to say God, family, and money. Simple. As we play the game to win. All right. So now I'm going to go over to the ladies' restroom. Well, I got to light their candle. Okay. See, I like candles. My favorite smell in the whole world is roses. It's God's nature. I love roses, but I like the yellow ones. Okay. Even though it's for anything yellow is with your friendship, to me, they're beautiful. It's like on one of the estates that they have, or the houses are probably what to call it. All right. We have yellow trees. I like the yellow tree because it's beautiful. But again, that's just me. Now we go to the men's restroom. What are we going to do? It's light your candle too. We need to play the game to win. Okay. So our goal is very simple today. Lighting candles, getting the office set up. People show up basically 6 o'clock. Okay. I want to get started now. All right, go big. Well, it's gonna, and then slow down, Dean. I want you to start now. That's great. Call the office, get a hold of a specialist, DM me, and I'll make sure they call you back and get all kinds of books and things for free for you too. But I want you to go strong, slow, steady, and strong. I don't want you to go too fast. When you get into coaching, then maybe we'll get aggressive. I like to close escrows every day. But again, it's going to be up to you. Get one of our coaches or one of the specialists to hold your hand and help you. As many just gave you the phone numbers right there. 800-254-9506. What you're going to find out is before I died in the coma in 2009, we had what's called the Ray Reynolds movement. I have 39 million millionaire clients. I have 50 million people that have helped understand analyzation division process. My goal is to change the world, not just your life, the world. I want everybody to understand rules and tools, personal and business. See, no one wanted to give them to you. I want to give them to you because I made a promise when I was 7 years old. I'm keeping my promise. My promise was to Jesus Christ, if I could walk again, crawling on my belly, praying and begging God. And I went back and I walked. So for 50 years, I kept my promise. That's what I do. I keep my promise. Again, that's what I did. So for you today, you get to play with me if you want to. It's simple. I'd like you to share the live. I'd like you to help other people. When you learn something from me, tell 5 people, please. See, what happens for all of us is understand something. We've all been ripped off by somebody. Okay. And what happens is very simple. You've been ripped off, maybe your friends and family. And that kind of sucks. But the difference is if you learn something that's real and truthful, why don't you share it with everybody? Everybody. Could you imagine? Today, if we make you a CFO for a family, God, family, money, husband, wife, kids, and you protect the assets, irrevocable trust. In the late tree, you have basically a legal shield. They give you I stutter, sorry, once in a while. When I study, that's my problem. Irrevocable trust is in the link tree. It's shield, legal shield. See, I got a couple of problems. We all do. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. I have 3 computers at the same time I use them. I freak people out all the time. I got recall most things. And now I got an IQ off the chart and I stutter once in a while. If you can deal with that, we can get past go. That's how it works. So what do we do today? Good morning, Mr. Reynolds. Okay. Good morning back to you, Carl, too. All right. Today, if you shared the live, share the light, please get the books for free. Okay. What it is very simple. All right. It's starting out right for the kids and for you. Understand it's free. If you don't get it now, it's about $25 open market. I've written 67 books so far. This will help you put your credit back on track so you don't have to hire a credit repair company. These guys are ripoffs. You even see part of the Lamborghini collection at the time. So I had 21 cars in my collection: Aston Martins, Mercedes, Lamborghinis, and Ferraris. My favorite cars. But they're not mine, but I got the keys. Isn't that fun? Not mine, but I got the keys. I like that. See, I've been a puppet master ever since I started the club 45 years ago. Puppet Master Club. Control everything, own nothing. That's what makes sense to me. I don't want to own anything. I learned that when Mrs. Hope stole my $52. Told me I'm paying rent, 8 years old. Sucks. So today I got to check 19 bank accounts. I got to check some emails, make sure everybody's on track. I got to check some basic fun things as well, and about 64 credit cards. See what happens with clients. Understand something today. Okay, clients. All right, let's say today you didn't have the ability to show 100,000 a month in and out of the account, and you couldn't show literally, all right, 3,000 or 30 transactions. This book would move the way I want it to. You ever want something to work and it doesn't? It's like the devil's right there, just pushing it down. I think he's my shoulder every day. If we take the Amex cards that are in it's in the oven, by the way, what it means. Every one of these cards is being lined up for 150,000, 250 of a blueprint loan from American Express. Every one of these cards. So I got to check 67 cards, 64 right now. And then from there, we have the lines of credit for basically Chase. Chase Bank's there doing the same thing. See, what happens is if someone is stuck and they really want to get past go and they really show they're doing a great effort, I'll offer another service about verification process. I don't do that for everybody because, not everybody's good people. I'm sorry, sometimes people are crooks. Okay, some of your friends and family probably ripped you off and knocked you down as well. I don't want that to happen to you. I actually give a damn. Isn't that terrible? I feel responsible for my clients. That's why I've always wanted to hold their hand. I want to basically read the book to them, how it works. Here's the link tree. So the link tree, you got SS5, SSN 1040, SS4, 1120. We got to tie all these pieces in, and the problem I watch people every day scares me. It scares me that you're not in touch with what's going on in the world. You believe a bunch of circus clowns. Department of Treasury, Financial Crime Enforcement Network. See, they announced over here, it's called FINCE News a couple of days ago, that everybody who has a corporation out of their own state to file tax returns, they're going to audit you. They're going to come get you. I got Wyoming. Good for you. The fine's up to $250,000 and $5 million and put you in jail for 5 years or a lifetime. There you go. See, they're tired of people trying to hide assets. All right. There's nothing wrong with doing tax balancing, the real rules of tools. Doing tax evasion? No. Okay, I fought with the IRS too. All right, they owe me $350,000 and give me my money. But again, I got audited coming out of a damn coma. So guess what today? Tap the live, share the live, help me help you, give books and stuff to your friends and family. Show up today at 3:00 Pacific Standard Times because I want you to help yourself. Now, again, call the number 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist about 6:30, about an hour from now, okay? Okay, what is it? No, it's 4, no, it's 4, an hour and a half. Then make it a couple hours from now. Simple. Again, look at your time zone. 3:00 today, let's play together. for an hour and a half, okay? Let's do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.